Welcome back, guys. Mike here from Canadian Cards. Before I start today's Legends series, just wanted to touch on a couple of sad moments. About a week and a half ago, we lost legendary New York Islander Mike Bossy. I know he went into palliative care about a month ago. There were some false reports about him passing away. But he had not. Sadly, about a week after those reports, he did pass away. And at the date of this recording, which is April 22nd, I'm going to release this Saturday, April 23rd. Just got the news this morning that one of my childhood heroes, Guy Lafleur, passed away at the age of 70. Lafleur was in some poor health. Both of those guys I've done series on. And, I guess it's one of those parts in your life when some of your childhood heroes are passing away, because you just think that those guys will live forever because they were larger than life. They were superheroes. You just don't expect that it's going to happen. But, a couple of legends gone. So, getting that out of the way, today we're going to focus on another legend who left us in 2015, Montreal Canadiens star Elmer Lach. I've got this here. It's a Beckett authenticated photograph. You can see his signature there. I also have, as part of my Habs man cave, I have a beautiful photo of Elmer Lach scoring a overtime goal against, that glare is bad. Let me just see, against the Boston Bruins in the 50, and that is signed as well. Have it beautifully framed. It's only signed in pen, but that's okay. That glare is just not going to go. Let's try that before we talk. So, Elmer Lach, born in Nokomis, Saskatchewan, a small town 63 miles north of Regina, youngest of two boys and four girls who arrived from Eastern Europe in 1910. Lach's father was a farmer and then took a job the head of public works. Lach played ice hockey for his school team starting at age 12, and this was against his parents' wishes. Elmer would sneak away to play ice hockey at a local pond instead of attending church on Saturdays. Probably very taboo for back in the day. He began playing junior hockey with the Regina Abbots in 1935-36. And arranged by a doctor with contacts in Regina, Lach would work at the team owner's pool hall, racking balls for 25 cents a day. Imagine that. He played the two following seasons with the Weyburn Beavers of the Saskatchewan Senior League, moved again in 1938 to the Moose Jaw Millers, playing hockey in the winter for $75 a month and baseball in the summer, where he would be paid $2.50 per game behind the plate. In 1937, Elmer Lach, along with future Hall of Famer Doug Bentley, attended the Toronto Maple Leafs training camp. Both were rejected as too small for the National Hockey League. According to Lach, Conn Smythe, manager of the Leafs, saw Lach and Bentley and stated they were sending me big guys from the West, but now they've resorted to sending me peanuts. Rejecting the Maple Leafs assessment, the Montreal Canadiens signed Lach as a free agent in October of 1940. In his first season, he played 43 games, scoring 7 goals and 14 assists. And unfortunately, after game 1 of his second season, he was out for the rest of the year. Slid into the boards, dislocated his shoulder, fractured his wrist, and injuring his elbow. He returned the following year to score 58 points in 45 games. A highlight came when he set a still-standing Canadiens record of 6 assists in one game in February 6, 1943. In the 43-44 season, Montreal head coach Dick Irvin tried a line combination with Lach at center, Maurice Richard on the right wing, and Toe Blake at left. This became known as the punchline and dominated the NHL for 4 seasons. At the conclusion of the first season together, Lach was named a second-team All-Star. Montreal won the Stanley Cup, sweeping Chicago in the final series. Many, many accolades to go over, guys. Played 14 years, like I said, from 1940 to 1954. Only played in 664 games, amassing 623 points, which isn't really big numbers, but for the day, it was quite a feat. Lach received numerous injuries during his career. His nose was broken 7 times. His jaw, which was eventually wired permanently shut, was broken 3 times. Officially only 2, as he didn't want to tell his head coach of the one because he didn't want to be come out of a game. He also suffered a fractured skull, which they first treated as a slight concussion. Another incident, Lach suffered 2 severed veins in his foot from a slash of a skate blade. He played on until a teammate saw the blood. According to Ted Reeve, curator of the Hockey Hall of Fame in the 1950s, any pictorial record of 1940s NHL would have to have included X-ray prints of Elmer Lach. He was often injured so many times that he was offered $17,000, which at the time was enough for a brand new home, by his health insurance company to retire from hockey. I guess it was just costing them too much. So, highlights of his career: he won the Art Ross Trophy in 1945 and 48, highest scoring player in the NHL. The Hart Trophy in 45, 3 times a first-team All-Star, twice a second-team All-Star. Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame, inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1966. And in 2017, he was part of a first group of players to be named one of the 100 greatest players in NHL history. So there you have it, guys. That is the legend that is Mr. Elmer Lach. Take care.